morning on the 10th of February 2025. We are here once again to dish it out. Like I do have it on my program. Of course, my respondents are here. They're ready to dish out meaningful information. This is a channel where we discuss global issues, topical issues in the country. And we say, welcome to the new week. It's a brand new week. I understand this morning. Good morning to you. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
You're
Thank God.
welcome.
Thank God. Yeah. We are asking our global viewers.
Okay.
We are welcoming them back to the global system over time of the person and of the future. And the
Okay.
global icon behind the scenes.
Thank you.
Mr. Mike Atiku. I'm also the global analyst too.
Yeah, like I
Mr.
do
Ojolaji,
say,
yes,
like I do call you,
Yes.
global
Yes.
analyst.
Yes. We are here. You are welcome to global.
All right, you're
assistant.
welcome on the program. We have Mr. Femi. Good morning to you.
Good morning, our viewer. God bless you. Our viewer all over the world. We thank you for always being there for us and stand with us at Global City Stand. May
Yes.
God be with you.
Yes.
Wherever you need the help of God,
I don't believe.
you will see the hand of God. By the
Thank
special
you
grace of God. Thank you
so
very much.
All right, you're welcome.
I don't
All right, to the pastor himself. How you doing, sir?
I'm cool. Good morning, everyone. Ototo Omano, it shall be well with you this week. God bless you. As you are moving out of your home to your business, to your working places, you shall receive the reward from God, and God will bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the Biafran pastor himself. All right, to Chinedu Michael. Oh, yes, good morning to you. How you doing? Oh, sorry, just take it easy.
Yeah, I lost my voice. Okay. But it's okay. Good morning to everyone. Thank you for identifying with us and standing with us all this while. It's a Valentine week. We will be talking about law of relationship in one of those days, maybe a day to 14th. We should talk about Valentine and share that view with our reviewers.
Very important.
Yes,
Very,
very
very
important. Thank you for standing with us on this platform. God bless everyone. As you step out, may your days be blessed.
Amen. Thank you so much. All right, special appreciation to Andrew Ogunjimi, who extended love to us over the weekend. Thank you so much, Andrew Ogunjimi. And to Udeze Chima. Udeze Chima extended love to the Biafra pastor. Good morning. What is
Good morning, Udeze Chima. May God bless you. That pocket will never see dryness. In the name of Jesus. I so much appreciate for keeping to your word. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. And to others who have been supporting the platform, who have been supporting the reviewers on the platform, we say thank you to you. May you continue to excel in all your endeavors. Thank you so much, and God bless you. You're welcome once again on the program. It is City Stand, anchored by Michael Adikuli. Now to what we have today. The Punch newspaper was the Punch saying this morning. Also, the Vanguard newspaper with us at the stand this morning. Very, very important headlines. Let's quickly go to the Vanguard and see what the Vanguard is saying. The Vanguard is talking about middle class. That is, do we still have middle class in Nigeria? I think I picked that one from Daily Trust. Do we still have middle class in Nigeria? Of course, fully aware that the middle class stand as a bridge between the rich and the poor in the country. But now that Nigeria is being faced with so much challenges, hardship, do we still have middle class in the country? We'll be discussing this morning. Also, what is the former vice president saying? Atiku Abubakar, please. This is a warning to federal government. This is a warning to government officials, snakes, monkeys, others, or maybe even termites or elephants should not tamper the $1.7 billion budgeted for health. Please do not tamper it. That's the warning Atiku is sounding this time around. And I think they need to heed the warning of the former vice president of the country, Atiku Abubakar. Is there still middle class in Nigeria? We'll be discussing it this morning. Hardship everywhere. Nigerians are hungry. I won't lie to you. To eat is difficult. I don't know how Nigerians even feed. I don't know. But it is well.
By the grace of God,
By the grace
help
of
of the
What did you say? Can you come closer? You said by
I
what?
say we are surviving by the grace of God and by the help that God is using people like this people.
and the people
And
that
the people that have that human feeling
and
and have the spirit of God in them,
in them
to extend the hand of love, just as this one has done.
done.
That's just it.
And some of the people that are extending hands of love to us,
Yes.
they are being deported by the present or the current president of America, Trump.
No, God will make way. They will, in the face of Donald Trump, God will cover them. He will not see them.
Donald Trump will not see them.
Donald Trump and his group,
We are-
men will
that
not see
is-
them.
It simply means we are going spiritual this time around.
And of course, if we warrant spiritual to control, because spiritual controls the physical, so we have to use the spiritual to control the physical.
Wow.
You know, Donald Trump is a human. You understand? He's not a spirit. So
so-
the spiritual, we use it to
So
control
we
him.
can use the spiritual
To control
the-
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. He will work to our favor.
Does it work that way?
Why not, if not?
1 year is there. Does it work that way? Of course it works. just preserve your voice. I'm coming. All right, city stand again. Brand new Monday, brand new week. Of course, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yeah. Now to the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard, very, very important one. Before reading the major headline on the front page of Vanguard, let me see what the hardship is saying or telling us about what is happening in the church. Yeah. The hardship is currently is also telling on Christians, not just Christians, even no Christians pay offering and tithe. Let's talk about Christians. Hardship affecting attendance, offering in churches. Anglican bishop laments. Oh yes, why did you shake your head?
Yeah.
Hardship affecting attendance, offering in churches. Anglican bishop laments. You are a pastor. I know you're gonna do justice to what we have here this morning.
I will speak from experience.
From experience. All right, to page 14 of the Vanguard newspaper. Japa underfunding, inefficiency, undermining public hospitals. Japa, that's moving out of the country to seek greener pasture. Japa underfunding, inefficiency, undermining public hospitals in Nigeria. Japa reduces health professionals from 300,000 in 2017 to 90,000 in 2024. That's outrageous. Very, very ridiculous. Privatize specialist hospitals for greater efficiency. That's what experts are telling the federal government. Please privatize specialist hospitals for greater efficiency. Say emergency care is undermined, canvas more government investment. Now to another one, page 19 of the Vanguard newspaper. Housing shortage worsens as pension fund / real estate investment. Now to another one, page 27 of the Vanguard newspaper. Manufacturers fault MPA, that's Nigeria Port Authority, on 15% port charges hike. On to the next one. Saudi Arabia limits visas for travelers from Nigeria, 13 other countries. Nigerians must be involved. I don't know what's going on. Must we be involved in every negative thing? Late Albert Wigwe, a builder of institutions' lives, say Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, Macron, the president of France, and others. All right, let's quickly see what we have. You can see pictures of dignitaries here on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. From left, Mia Motley, Prime Minister of Barbados, Aigboje, AIG. We have a chairman, Access Holding Companies, his wife, Ofowe, Tochi Wigwe, Anna Wigwe, daughters of late Albert Wigwe, others during first year remembrance of late Albert Wigwe, his wife Doreen, and Chizi, son, held in Lagos yesterday. Suspended the local government chairman warned banks against change of signatories. Now to the Punch, which is the last paper we have on the program this morning. 70,000 naira minimum wage. What is about the 70,000 naira minimum wage? States salaries rise by 90% to 3.8 trillion naira. States salaries rise by 90% to 3.8 trillion naira. You can find this on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Now to page 8. What do we have here? Why we won't appear before Ikimi panel, says Autumn. And the last story. Freed Thai nationals held captive in Gaza return home. Captive in Gaza return home. And the last, the last one. Let me just take this one. Kwakwanso win Aregbesola to get Southwest votes, says Kwakwa Sia Chieftain. Will Aregbesola cross carpet to uh, the party of Kwakwanso? We shall be looking at it this morning. All right, in the comment section, we have diverse viewers commenting right now. Henry Okoro is the first person to comment this morning, and welcome you on the program, Henry Okoro. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Egbona Kingsley, all the way from Madrid, is watching us as we speak. Thank you so much, Egbona Kingsley, and he's saying good morning to every one of us at the stand this morning. Sheidu Augustine, good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Oluwa Shino, great. Good morning, City Stand. Good morning, and he's saying good morning to every one of us at the stand this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Please do join us, do join today's topic by commenting your opinion in the comment section. I'm here to read it out. Honestly, I'll be reading out every of your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining us once again. It is Citizen, and I'm Mike Ekule. Now, straight to Pastor. Good morning once
Good
again.
morning, sir. Good morning, all our viewers,
All
wherever
right.
you're watching us. God bless you.
Thank you so much. You
Good
said
morning.
you would like to discuss the hardship going on in the country, especially how it has affected, our churches.
Yes. Good morning once again, Mr. Anchor, Global City Stand. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Today, many years back before now, people have opportunity. Control a man is to make sure that man did not have access to money, and that is the system that Nigeria are using, to make sure that the youth do not have access to money, so that they can control them with that same money. So, and whereby they are doing this now, the churches, church now is the strength of the youth, by the youth, are strengthened by the youth. And as it's going now, not just the now, people in the nation, the country called Nigeria, they don't have money because of the hardship. There is no money. Even some that are doing business, business is not even as effective as the way it was before. It's no longer functioning the way it was functioning before. So many of them are lacking cash. And the way the church in Nigeria is being built, it is not much built on God, uprightly. It is built on the financial aspect of it. So, and this thing now makes many people that the only way for you to be happy and to be recognized, even in the worshiping center, is when you have money. So I was able to meet one or two persons. I discovered that many things that stop them from coming to church was as a result of them not having money to pay offering and to pay transport, even to pay transport to come to church. That is the first one. The little one that they have, when they look at it, it's not even enough for them to eat. Not to talk more transport and coming to church to give offering, sow seed, and paying of tithe and every other contributions in the church. You understand? So when they look at it, God understand. It's a normal language. God understand. Let me use this one to hold belly first. So you see why many are withdraw from going to church. You see why if we go to church, you see chairs being scanty. You understand? So just this very month, as I started my program back, glory be to God, there is a woman, my member. I was shocked to see her because I used to go to her place, but since last year, she stopped coming. Although I used to go to her, whenever I go to her, she and pastor, I don't want, because me God self, I know I see they go. So about this month, glory be to God. When I was like, Madam, peace. She was like, even sometimes some people were like, Madam, you visited today. Nah, you're not supposed to understand the situation of the country. And I understand. You understand? Okay? I understand. when those big churches too, their population have reduced, how much more we that are coming up
due to the economic
due to the economic
challenges.
challenges?
Now, there is another topic I want us to look into.
Okay.
That is there still middle class in Nigeria? Looking at the way things are going, and I ask a question: Is Nigeria government's economic policy deliberately designed to eradicate middle class in the country? Because we know fully well that the middle class used to be the bridge between the poor
And
and
the
the
rich.
rich. But now it's not like that. Do we still have middle class in the country?
Of course, the rich are getting richer. The poor are still getting poorer and poorest. Take a look at what happened in 2023. Cashless policy. Cashless what? Policy. Did it affect the rich? No. As you can see, the current president now, you and I, you are aware of it, pulling van into his compound. But you are struggling to use your money to buy your money. And at the same time, the Fulanis that are in these houses, they will collect the old money. I'm using them as another illustration. They collect the money, but you and I doesn't collect the money. The old money. They collect the old money. In their side, they spend it because their own law. Because in Nigeria we have two constitutions. In the north they have another law. Then Nigeria generally have their own law. I could remember vividly, El-Rufai was the governor of Kaduna
Former
State.
governor.
Former, yeah, then now.
Yeah.
That is it. Now it's former. But as at
Okay,
that time, then he was the governor of Kaduna State. He said that they should continue to use the money, and they used it, and nothing happened. Even federal government didn't do anything, even despite the fact that they are the one that give the law. Then if you watch with this my little point of view, you will see that that system still play, and it continue to play. And if you watch now, I watched one interview. One man was saying that even fuel goes to 5,000 naira per liter, that he will afford it. It will not affect him. But why he is talking is because what about the masses? As he can afford it, can every other person afford it? And the question, and that the answer is no. Only them can afford it. And let me tell you this: our politicians don't know the cost of price of things in the market. I bet you. This data you and I are crying for now. They don't know when they increase data or when they they don't have the knowledge. If they like, let them increase it to whatsoever percentage. It doesn't affect
But
them.
they have enough money to get
Enough.
it.
Even they even have, because of their position, the companies give it to them freely as a kind of extent of immunity of love. Do you know that as you are recharging your phone, there are some persons that don't recharge their phone, but they are making call that more than you? There are people in this what is it called? This multi-purpose this thing, this DSTV. I met a man. I was like, sir, all the channels. He was watching it. I said, sir, how much are you paying? He said, how do you mean, pastor? I said, how much do you pay to collect all these channels? Because every station is showing a lie. I said, pastor, man of God, you only know your own side. Now, pastor, you will be. You will not understand. I said, make me to understand and make me to follow you, they enjoy. He said, no. I understand. He doesn't want to speak further. He said we should leave it. There are people that enjoy, they don't subscribe. The whole thing has been given to them free. They are enjoying it. So if you watch all these things, I move out, I meet people by the grace of God with my office. You understand? With my office, which I don't even know that many of the people know me like that much. You understand? So with all this, I discovered that those that are rich are getting more richer. Those that are already influenced are getting more influential. those that are in that side of poor, those that are on top doesn't want to give them the opportunity to rise. Rather, they suppress and oppress them the more. And that is what we are facing in Nigeria.
Now, away from that, there is the money earmarked for health as regards the 2025 budget. Yeah, about $1.7 billion, and which the former vice president of the country, Atiku, has sounded warning to those involved, those saddled with using the money judiciously. Let me use that word,
Judiciously.
That
To manage it
it well. That please manage it well. We don't want to hear that one monkey swallow money, one snake
Now,
swallow
so now
money.
what fire catch the document. You forget. Fire they catch the document. Only that place when fire they catch. Them snake, the python they pass through window, enter swallow money,
and go.
and go. No person will know they see them. But we will see them, you go avoid them so that you go buy you.
That's a huge amount of money. Can we see these people making judicious use of this money?
When you say can we, it is possible we can if the people that this money is in their hand have the fear of God, have sympathy, and want to respect themselves and to have a credential and dignity for themselves. Because it's not the first time they will sign huge amount of money and give some persons and they will swallow that money. And the next thing, if they discover that maybe EFCC may come after them, they will set the document on fire, or they will tell you that one foul or one toro when they are not in the office, one toro enter and carry the money at the back and fly away. And that ends the story. And that ends the story. And that is the system of Nigeria. It has been happening. What Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president, is pointing out, it's making sense. Because if this money should be judiciously, spent, wisely spent in our health care, my brother, see, there is something I do tell people. I say I support Donald Trump on this thing that he's doing. I asked one of the all these politicians. I had one of the senators then in one church when he came from Lagos here. I asked a question, sir. You see all these things that is going on. If we manage this money, go to America now, go to Spain, go to Italy. I could remember still Obasanjo died in the hospital in the hand of the best doctors in the world overseas. Why is it that our councillors, local government chairmen, senators, and the governors and the president, ordinary headache, they will travel to overseas? Who make that hospital where then they go? Who make that hospital to be the way it is for them to come and have freedom and comfortable, to be treated? They believe that they will be treated fine. Who make all those things to be like that? Now, human being. What stops me and you that are in Nigeria here to build that kind of a thing here, so that we have it here? We don't need to. You know how much they spend in traveling? They call it traveling allowance. That allowance is enough to set up one or two persons in Nigeria here, and the person will become okay in life. Only the traveling allowance. Why not them build that kind of a thing here? Let's start enjoying that same thing here. It was the death of Stella Obasanjo that gave me so many insight. I was like, Nigerian government, our politicians, what is wrong with you people? So this woman can die in the hand of this person, these people. That means you are not even safe there. You are not even well secure there. Why not build all these things here so that me, you, every other person can enjoy the same? Not that the money is not there. And the anger part of it is that these people will eat up this money, they will swallow this money, and government will not do anything. You get it? I said, if I happen to be in the position of presidency, Baba, cover I give to you, you will give account for
You
it.
must account for it.
I'm telling you, God in heaven knows. You must account for it.
All right.
I'm a kind of person that when I was running business, every 6 months I sit down in a year if I'm doing well or how far I have done or not. Then I will know how to. The remaining 6 months, I must strategize in another way.
All right. Thank you so much, Pastor. Because of our time, we need to attend to others. Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. That was a great one from Pastor. Good morning once again, Mr. Olajide.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
You're welcome on the program.
Yes,
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
All
I'm
right.
doing fine.
Yeah. Some call the statement of Atiku as a veiled attack on the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He cited certain things before he spoke out that this money should be utilized in a way that it will be of benefit to Nigerians. About 1.7 billion naira budgeted for health. We know it's a critical, the health sector is a critical sector. Now, is this attack, is this statement targeted at the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Is it a veiled attack on the current administration?
Mr. Mike, any government in power must be put on his toes. It is the responsibility of every Nigerian to do that, whether you're a member of opposition or in the masses or in the ordinary populace. If Atiku, as a leading voice, as a prominent voice, is second, number two, former number two voice in Nigeria, is one of the masses of the that is saying that he keep the government on his toe. It's a right step in the right direction. So it should not be mistaken that why is he saying that? It is the responsibility of every Nigerian to make sure that the government of the day is put on the toes. That's the sacrifice I'm always making every day to make sure I also come here and add my voice, because I believe strongly in a principle that we must never leave the government space to this position alone. Say, let me doing this, let me having this. No, it must never be so. We must always come and engage them, talk to them, speak to the authority. So who knows, your word may enter their ears one day, and God will use to touch their hearts, and they will begin to come up with a good policy that will now be touching your life positively. So that's why people has making a duty to always come here every morning, and the little time we have, contribute a quota. So what Atiku said, what I'm also doing now, I'm also supporting Atiku, tell the president that the money you earmark for health sector, not only health sector, education, works, internal security, everything. We must make sure the money is spent for the purpose what you budgeted for. So Atiku is not
targeting the administration.
Is doing what is expected of him to be done by the constitution. Every citizen must speak to the government. We must hold government accountable. We are the constitution of the right. We always see part of our right to them to lead us. We are not slaves. We are our servants. We are their master. A master, an employer dictate the tune, dictate the terms and conditions of service for whom he hires. We hire them to lead us. They are not our lord. They are not our lord. We are their pay tax. We are the taxpayer. We are their master. They pay them. So we must be one that will dictate the terms and conditions of service for them, and monitor them, checkmate them, and screen them and see that they are in line with what we ask them to do. So what Atiku said is he has done that within the limits right of his fundamental right, and what is expected of him to do as a citizen of the country, whether member of opposition or not. That's a political something. If you are not a member of that political base, what the law expects him to do as a member of the society that see the power of authority, see the power of sovereignty to people to lead him, is has the right to tell them so money you have embedded for this area of my life that have touched my life. Make sure it's spent judiciously. It must not be fraudulent. It must not be embezzled. It must be spent for the purpose for which level. So it's within the right of what is available for him to do as a citizen, not necessarily as an opposition person. That if you say opposition, that you are going political, which is also good. Opposition party also must put the government on toes. So within those two rights, he has the power to do it, which we are also doing. That's why you're also here, contributing your own quota too to the government. You provide a platform for us to speak. So we are doing the same thing. We are saying the same thing. Nobody should interpret or trivialize this as this. No. Well, if they trivialize it politically, Yes, it's never fun to do that.
Well,
It's never position.
we've had situation where snakes swallowed money, termites ate money, monkeys swallowed money in the country. What happened at the end of the day?
Mr. Mike, there's no snake that swallow money. Snake by its nature, by the way God created snake cannot swallow money. I've word of my what's Nigeria wide and see what snakes eat as his food, as source of living. What he eats, what snake feeds on. Feeds on animals, rats, lizard, and co. It does not feed on material things. Snake cannot come into any place and eat money. It is it's a stupid statement. Let me use that word to those who makes a statement that snake enter to a place, eat all the money. It is human being who embezzle the money. They are only trying to find a way of escape by saying that it was the snake that ate the money. It is human being who swallow the money, who embezzle the money, and run away with the money. Snake by nature of which or who God created it, he cannot eat materials like money, paper thing, or plastic thing. Our money is made for plastic and paper. It cannot eat it. It will kill it. It will kill itself. It cannot ingest in his body and it cannot digest. It will only survive on the natural thing God created him to feed on. So all those statements that snake, termite eat money, it's not true. Of course, termite can destroy money, not for consumption. Termite it does eat woody material. But it's not for consumption, for destruction.
All right, let's move to the comment section.
Yes.
There's a Chima. What Atiku said is part of opposition's work. Simple.
Like
Like you said, yeah.
Listen to me. I said Atiku spoke from two ground.
Yeah, yeah.
As a citizen of this country,
citizen.
who has the right to tell the government of the day to put on toes, and as opposition party member, which also is also responsible to keep the government of the day on his toes.
Now, away from that, do you still have middle class in Nigeria?
Yes, we do have. We still have middle class.
Middle class in Nigeria.
Yes, we do
With
have.
the current challenges.
Yes, we do have. Mike, what happened is that the net of the poor class is widening, is more widening. Don't forget also that there are people are also coming up from that poor class, migrating to middle class. It exists every day. People are coming up from that middle class. But what happened now is that the quantity of the poorer class is more widened than as far before. There are still middle class and middle class. There are also people too coming from middle class to the top economic class. Just that the rate at which people are coming from poor class to middle class is very slower, and from middle class to higher class is also slower. But the rate people are going to poorer class is what is more prominent, is more elaborate, is more known. It's increasing extremely. The United Nations population statistics that Nigeria there's one particular word used for it. They are they are poor in one. There's one particular word I miss now. They are dimensionally poor in all areas of life. United Nations statistics that Nigeria are dimensionally poor in health, in education, in many things. So the dragnet of poorer people is increasing. Yes, the quantity of number of poorer people in Nigeria is increasing. Right. There's certainly middle class people are still existing, and we are still having them in the country, and they are also moving up to higher class. The percentage of those classes are very, very few.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lajide. Yes. Thank you so much for coming. All right, Mr. Kule, good morning once again.
Yeah, good morning, Mike. Yeah, how was your rest, man? Because we missed you on Saturday. So I know it's not easy. It's not easy, right? Keep the good work you're doing. Keep it going. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good morning, viewers. Good morning, everyone.
All right, it's a brand
God
new week.
bless you. It's a brand new day.
All right.
God bless you. God bless all your families.
All right, please do join the conversation by commenting your opinions on the comment section. Very, very important. We are here to read out your comments. Looking at Atiku's statement on the $1.7 billion budgeted for health in the country, this is a warning, but do you think it's a genuine warning? Genuine warning, is it a real concern coming from Atiku, or is a move? It's a political move to gain public sympathy.
Yeah, the money that was allocated for health now, is it going to come in a bit, or it's coming in a bulk as it is? And I think, since the US has withdrawn the health, engagement with some poor nations, right? That they always help them out with some, cash out. And they stopped that. Trump stopped that now. Now it's now left for we to think outside the box, and the president itself needs to be in charge of that money to monitor the expenses, the outgoing expenses and incoming expenses of the funds. And I can say wholeheartedly, left to any one of the officers in the health sectors, they will embezzle that money, because average Nigerian has a kleptomania issues that they must steal what they don't even need. They will steal it, and that is what is affecting us in this country now. I don't know how they will go about it, but I think that health budget that they just put on the table needs to be monitored well.
It needs to be monitored. Well.
Yeah.
With the EFCC or what?
With the EFCC, even with we people that owns the sovereignty, we people. It's our money. We need to monitor it, and there's no harm in doing that.
I asked a question I asked some of your colleagues a question that do we still have middle class in the country? Based on what we are facing currently.
There's no middle class. It's either you're rich or you're poor. Yes, that middle class status is no more existing. Let's see.
It has been eradicated.
Eradicated. And the middle class themselves, they've come down so low to the poor people. You see them mingling with, they will tell you those are the days that we were middle, but we're not middle any longer. We are just on the down-rooted place like you people.
So it's either you are poor
or you are rich. Yeah, that is it, because the economy now is not smiling. And the Naira devaluation is really affecting the class you call the middle class. They are the one that engage people for the medium scale industries, all sort of things. But that now they could not cope with it any longer, and they've collapsed the system of medium scale industries that they really engage people. And people prefer now to be one man mopo, one man investors, that they will do their things from home. And you know why middle class has to reduce, like the issues of work from home? That work from home later turned to, sack letter to majority of the people. They will just pick up with the vital, employee that they needed, that can go into AR, that can go into IT, that is knowledgeable about IT. They will employ one or two. Why the other? So there's no more middle class. It's between either you are rich in Nigeria or you are a poor citizen.
Okay, so can we still have that era? Can we still go back to that era again?
We are not good in managing success. That's one thing.
I think this took place in the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yeah. Did it happen in Buhari's time?
It's you see, Nigerian problem has been piling up for a while. I tell people, it's not all about what you are facing now. It's all about how we plan ourselves from the beginning. The beginning of Nigeria wasn't structured well. I can tell you that is more or less a generality problem for the successive leaders we've been having. It's a country that is not productive, my brother. We are not productive. Nigeria is not productive. What I mean by we have a lot of resources that we can turn around to make good money, to even be borrowers. To be borrowing other regions, other states, other country money. And we could see, look at what's it called, palm kernel, the country like Malaysia. They came to Nigeria to pick up some palm kernel in the southeast there, and where are they today? They are above Nigeria. Look at China too. China started their productivity from the roots, and now they grew up to be one of the giants of economy, countries in Nigeria. So where was Nigeria moving? We were so stagnant. It's all about either you have one problem of diversity, ethnic diversity, either you have one problem of religious diversity, either you have all this problem, political diversity. And that is what we are facing now. Every president that has been on power is either is being rejected by 60% of the citizen, while the remaining 40% we embrace it. So we don't always even believe in our leaders that we are having. And the leaders themselves, they are not really showing that, leadership instincts to the masses. So I think we don't know where we are, and to get to where we are, where we're supposed to be, it will take a long time because the reality has not dawned on us that the way the system, the level we are going now is not the right way, and the system we are practicing is not the right system for now to get us to our promised land.
All right, Robert. Albert Wigwe was a builder of institutions and life. I'm talking about the late Access Bank
Right.
chairman,
Yes.
Albert
Yes.
Wigwe. The likes of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, France President Macron, paid a tribute to the late Wigwe. What do you have to say?
I have to say a lot.
1 year remembrance of
Yeah,
Wigwe.
yeah, 1 year remembrance because I was a bit privileged those days when we see all these bankers. They always entice us with their dressing and their achievement, and I can say all of them are products of Shubomi Balogun, majority of them. That's FCMB Bank, and that time you see the Agbajis of this what's it called, GT Bank. You see the Elumelu of what's it called, UBA. Then in which Large Lodger has the biggest shares in that UBA. Then it was Bello Osage that was in charge of UBA then, but there was an issues against him with the government, so he has to step down. His then what's it called? Yeah, UBA guy, and UBA now later belongs to what's it called? The same guy. I'm talking of Tony Elumelu. Yes. So I think they've been monitoring their success and they've been following up their success and they've been believing in their success. Ugwe is just quite unfortunate that we lost Ugwe at the not the ripe time that he died. We missed him, and he's a banker of the banker, as you can say. And this is a wicked that his contribution to the ministry. I'm talking of
banking industry.
the banking industry, and to the religious ministry. You could see Wige single-handedly, builds a very big, like 5-story or 7-story building for Redeem in that place, and he said, okay, there's not going to be interest on the payment. Anyhow you want to pay, you can. Such a man, I think he can make heaven as it is, because he's such a kind man and he's such a religious man, and may his soul rest in perfect peace.
All right, all rest in perfect peace. To the comment section, Keith Perry. Kunle is talking about productive when you have opportunity to vote for Peter Obi, who has the idea of it. Then we voted APC. We need to apologize.
Okay, King Perry. Perry. Is it a beer that I will be marketing for Peter Obi, or what productivity? Because Obi said that Nigeria has to be productive, and they were asking Obi, what productivity have you put on ground? Your next pharmacy in Abuja there, when people that researched on it, when in the investigation journalism, when we went down there, we found out that all the products, it's only Hero that's been buried, and Hero was attached to Nigerian brewery, in Ogun State here. It attached that Hero to it. The other products Obi has in that his supermarket were imported. Is that how to be productive? Is that how to be productive? The Parliament accounts, the Obi that's supposed to invest that money into Nigerian system, he went to hide money in Panama account. So the more you look, the less you see. We are on ground. We know all what went down during the campaign period. So when you are coming to tell me that Obi is productive, we've never had a president that is productive, that engaged on productivity for Nigeria. Because you will have seen Ajaokuta was there. Ajaokuta was there under Jonathan. Ajaokuta was there under Obasanjo, and it became rusted investment, and that is what will have bring some of the productivity for Nigerians, in which the steel industry, in which country like the first class country what they're embarking on to make use of resources. Look at Indians. They brought in Indians to come and resurrect our what's it called, corruption that chased those Indians. And you're telling me somebody that should have voted somebody that is because it's productive. I did not vote Tinubu because it's from my state, it's from my region. I don't know him, he doesn't know me. But what I see in him is he is coming to correct the abnormality that they've all created during their system as governor or as. And when somebody, repents and say, I'm coming this time around to change the narratives, let us see and support him. Even all of us are sinners. All of us you can't say you are coming to the table with a clean hand. We don't have a clean hand. And I see that this is a man that let's give him that second chance. And the second chance, I'm seeing some fruitfulness. It's hard now, but everything will still, I'm feeling it. I know how the kind of abusive I've been having. Look at you. See how you be now under all this. But you are not my God, my brother. Everything belongs to God. All manner of success, all manners of elevation belongs to God. God can pull anybody from the ruts, the up. So please don't. You started unleashing, abusive on the human creator, on God creator. That's what pain. Even that one, even I wanted to vote to be there. The level you guys came with then, with abusive, with deformations, I had to withdraw back that. The political, system I want to engage in.
All right, Kunle, that's Udeze Chima.
Yes.
Mr. Kunle, have you heard that the foreign reserve is low and Naira is going to be worse? That's what Udeze Chima is saying. Also, okay, there's a comment here, okay, by Udeze Chima. Mr. Michael, hope you extended my message to Evangelist. Yeah, go back to the beginning of the program. You see what I said there. You were here when I said it? Yeah, go back to the beginning and you see where the Evangelist was greeting you. Thank you so much, Udeze Chima. God bless you. All right, to what you said, you can see very well that the foreign reserve is low and the Naira is going to be worse. Is that the comment you are telling me to read, Udeze Chima? Please let me see. Let me reply me. Let me understand what you're talking about there. Now, Udeze Chima again. You always come here to say things without facts only.
Okay, what are the facts?
Where is the evidence that Obi eat money in Panama?
It was challenged.
Can you defend it?
Yes.
If you are taken to the
Yes, it was challenged. It was challenged by one of these erudite journalists. That he engaged him. He could not defend himself.
And why was he not indicted by the FCC? Cosmos.
So far is this morning. So far is this not morning. Nobody come out and say Obi looted more money. We are just saying you should have added up. That money should have added up to productivity of Nigeria. And I could remember Obi himself was chairman of the stock exchange under Jonathan. What impact did we have? I lost a lot of shares during that time. I lost a lot of shares. The only one I'm holding on to is my Echo Bank, in which that's the bank So there has never been any probe.
Baba Yaga, Kunle Obi said it to us that if you find any corruption linked to him, he will stop running for presidency. Yet, nothing. 2 years later.
Okay, the corruption, 20, for the how many
corruption?
years? For 8 years, he spent as the governor of Anambra. Did he organize local government election?
And why hasn't the FCC convicted him?
Why as it was under President Olusegun Obasanjo, in which is that time Obigon was already even joined. He was PDP then. From Abga, he has left Abga already to help Jonathan. It was under Jonathan government. He has left Abga, in which he himself, why I said I cannot vote for people like Obi because he's not stable. He's not stable. He's not a stable politician. I can say it wholeheartedly. Ojukwu ended Abga.
Is it from Abga to PDP?
No.
PDP
let me just say that because I have my reason. I'm not just follow. Say just follow. I sit down. I do my strategy and decide on this is the lane I want to, take. And you see what? When Ojukwu was about to even handed off the political serene, that okay, he called Obi, Gregory, this is our party, Abga is our party. You know, the South West, they have their own party, AC, all these things. Let us build our own party. Hope you will be able to succeed this party. You'll be able to, uphold this party as it is. Gregory is like, Ojukwu was about even, sharing tears, and he handed over, what's it called, Abga, to Obi. Then from Obi now, Obi spent his tenure. After Obi finished his tenure, the other guy came. That's the one that he brought him on the seat. Obiano came. And he left Obiano as Abga governor then, and he went over to Jonathan government, which is PDP government. And that was the end of the Abga. And that guy stood with Abga, Obiano. And they later have issues on the contradictory, I left this, I left money, I didn't let. You see, people are just economical with the truth. And those people, they cannot see anything.
All right, I think this is the last comment I'll be taking here. Udeze Chima, it's Tinubu stable. Why did Tinubu leave AC for APC?
Tinubu leave AC for APC. It was transformations, not like he left it. It was carpeted. And what I see about all these politicians that come in and you people are sympathizing with, they are prostitute politicians when you cannot stay in one place. And that is what you're saying under this PDP. They are saying PDP. PDP, APC, nobody knows me. But when we see the clear reality, we have to say it for the best, because you people, you will just be throwing stone in the glass house there, but we are the one that knows all these people. We know their movement, we know that. And mind you, please, there's an engagement we have to keep embarking on now. Say no to fake drug now, because there's proliferation of fake drug in town now that is killing people. And thank God, the woman in NAFDAC now is raising awareness about it, because his predecessor, which is Dora, died of that. And we need to, and it's really common, as it is one of the regions we have in Nigeria here. So every drugs you have to use, make sure you go to the pharmacy, you verify that it's a true pharmacist. You buy your drug from. If not, don't buy any drug from, store, because it's killing now.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Yeah,
that's a
pleasure.
for coming on board. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Philip. Good morning, Mr. Vincent.
Good morning.
Welcome on board.
Thank you very much.
All right. It's a brand new Monday. How was the weekend?
Splendid. It was okay. We give all glory to God.
All right, good to see you. All right, so the comment section, we have Muki Great here saying good morning to every one of us here. Thank you so much, Mr. Great, for joining. Also, not forgetting King Henry, the king himself. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Darren Jones is also here. Baba Yaga is also here. Nathan Abu Cosmos. And many others. T is also here. T, good morning to you. You're welcome. Yes, Gladys Yabo. Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent, for coming. People are asking if the concerns raised by Atiku is a genuine one or not, as regards the $1.7 billion budgeted for health, $1 billion budgeted for health. And Nigerians are asking, how effective do you think this money will be in our health sector?
You see, one thing is that when we have huge money being voted for a particular cause, ordinarily as a citizen of Nigeria, you expect that to be used judiciously. But in a situation whereby the institution we have, the rot we have in the society has really hit deep into the fabric of our government official or the so-called people at the ends of affairs. Then we begin to entertain fears whether these monies, as we have been made to know, will be used judiciously. But coming on the backdrop of what Alhaji Atiku Abubakar said, is also a stakeholder in this, likewise me and you. And if he's coming up to say this, he's been there before as number 2 citizen, and he knows the inside out. He knows where all this money comes from, and everything, and he knows how the government officials. Because when we are talking about corruption, it did not just start in a day. It's a systemic thing. It has been there from the outset. You understand? But one thing is that for somebody a caliber of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, I don't want to know whether he's coming from the opposition or not. He's also a stakeholder. But one thing is that if you have been privileged to pay visit to this our institution, especially the general hospital, though a good instruction, but what is being dished out there is not humane.
Mm.
Yes.
Why did you say that?
Yeah, when you go there, the processes of even obtaining card or whatever before you are being tended to is a bit crude and it's not humane.
It goes beyond that money.
And it goes beyond that money. A lot of things, the personnel too, because for crying out loud, they are being called caregivers. How much care do they give to patients when they also add up to the problem? I standing before you now, I once had an experience there. When I took my own mother there, I knew what transpired. You understand? If not because of the goodwill of some people that I know, the intervention at the time I took my own mother there, they said there was nothing like bed for her until an intervention from the higher quarters came. Before inside Mawa, that was where they tended to my own mother. Then what are we saying? It's only the person that wears his shoes that know where he pinches. You understand? But what Atiku said is in order. It's for them to wake up and do the needful.
Now let's move down to another issue. In Buhari's era, Buhari's regime or administration, we had reports of snakes, swallowing money, monkeys swallowing money. Of course, in Tinubu's administration, I wouldn't say the president will permit such because during his first year in office, 1 year in office, during that time, there was an allegation leveled against Beta Edu as former humanitarian affairs, and which the president.
You be shoved off the line. You be shoved off the line. That's just it. Beta Edu case is not. I'm not even. It's not a big deal to me because there are many more Beta Edu in this present government that has not been brought to book.
But can we get rid of the news of snakes swallowing money?
That is a literary word, and it's also a comic drama. Anyway, if snakes will just rise up and then how on earth will a snake even recognize what is called money? As money now turned to termite and insect and snakes or egg that snakes swallow, Nigeria is a comic state, a comic stage. You understand? Whereby you hear all manners of things happening that were not happening before. You see, President Tinubu, irrespective, because I say, God, this is just 1 year in office. I know he can still do more, because it may not be perfect for now. I'm not making any case for him. He's human. But one thing is that what I will expect him to do, any criticism that is being directed at him should not be taken as a criticism coming from the opposition. It should be, he should use it as a kind of a weapon for social engineering and nation building.
All right, based on the experience you have and you had and you shared with us on the platform this morning, someone is saying that at UCH Ibadan, patients brought their own generator to hospital. That's critical.
It's really sad. It goes to show that this because our health system, even virtually every sector of Nigerian economy or nation institution need to be tended to fast. You can see what is happening now. Nigerians are not smiling. I cannot recall when Nigerians, during festivities, you see Nigeria coming with pomp and pageantry, happiness, celebrating. How many of such things do you see nowadays? It's no longer visible.
I think this will bring me to the question I asked your colleagues on the platform. Okay. Do you still have middle class in the country?
It's non-existent.
Middle class.
Yes,
In Nigeria.
we have it's either you are for the rich, for the very super rich, or you are I mean, the downtrodden, the poor.
What's the problem?
The problem is that you and I, you are all equally stakeholders here. You know how much things you bought 4 years ago, how much is being sold that we are. You can also juxtapose within those two angles and see whether are we moving in the right direction or we are moving backward. Inflation has eaten our money. Our currency no longer have the weight that it used to have. So you cannot have 1,000 naira and go into any booker and say you want to go and eat. A meal. 1,000 naira is even begging the question.
You're right. You're right.
So that's to tell you that the whole thing is worsening by the day. Except drastic thing must be taken to see that the lives of Nigerians. But I'm afraid you start seeing dead body on our roads now because people are hungry, and they're hungry also. How can you see somebody who has spent, toiled, red with tears, with even candles and this thing? At the end of the day, there's no work. There's no coming to work. They will tell you, you have to think outside the box. You have to be self-sufficient. You have to be independent. Then, what are they bringing on board as to access funds for you to start your own thing as an entrepreneur and start your own, so you can add up to the productivity of the nation.
Everybody should go to farmland and make something on his own land. Sheidu Augustine. Is that the solution?
Everybody should go to the farmland.
Farmlands that Fulani.
That is where I'm going.
Fulani herdsmen are encroaching.
I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's inside the country or outside the shores. If outside the shores, if you know, is where he is well abreast of the happenings in the country, he will not be saying so, because
even farmers are even afraid of going to their farmlands.
Afraid of going to their farmlands to farm, because you might be, plowing the field. All of a sudden, you see people coming with guns and arrows. Trying to kill their enemy. You understand? So the security architecture, everything, I have said it. I have even covered in some other fora that we need and whatever needed to be done should be done fast and very, very decisive. Nigeria is shrinking. Nigeria is shrinking. I'm afraid the nation might implode.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome, sir.
Mr. Femi,
Thank you, Mr.
This is a strong word coming from Mr. Vincent. I hope the government is listening to what everyone is saying at this point in time.
The man do a lot of information and reasonable talk. So it's only for governments to listen. We have been saying it for a very long time. What have we been saying that people that are more intelligent times 100 than us have saying. So many people, have talking a lot. Bekor and Sonkuti, they have said their own. They are of this
agitators,
world.
activists,
and they have talked to them in a cool manner, in a hot manner, in a good manner, violent manner. So all we have used the stick and carrots approach. We are still on the same spot. But as we will say that government is something that subjected to change. They have different government. Buhari has come, Tinubu has come. So as they usually come, change the government, we equally come out to talk to them to address the situation on ground according to what we perceive relating to a particular government.
This is a government Nigerians expected to bring succor, to Nigerians, but it seems Nigerians are not saying it.
We have not seen the so-called we expected, and it's not everybody that expect that Tinubu will just come and perform magic and bring that so-called they are calling for, that Nigeria are calling for. But unfortunately, if you are Yoruba, we say somebody that is angry. Yeah, an hungry man within 5 minutes has to fill your stomach. Well, which will be very, very difficult.
And that's the magic Nigerians are expecting.
Nigeria
to perform.
Are expecting. But even if he didn't perform the magic, they expect him to at least maintain the status quo. At least maintain what he meant with Buhari. You know, if we maintain what we meet with the Buhari administration, like dollar is $500. I mean, naira to dollar was I think 700 naira, 750. So maintain the status quo. But instead of that one, this man came and he said, "See, you have not seen the real Nigeria. I want to show you the real Nigeria, what they really call Nigeria." He floats the naira, I mean, and dollar rates in the black markets and the government corridor. So it exposed what really. Do you know that dollar has been what do they subsidize? The subsidized dollar. That's why dollar was 750. So he removes subsidy from dollar. This is the actual what dollar to naira is what. Then you go to oil sector. You remove subsidy totally from the first day that see this is what you weigh. Now they are making attempts to go to electricity now. They want to remove subsidy from electricity. Why all this? I mean, policy.
That's another killer
coming. All this thing is getting too much. Now people are crying. Now they want to increase tariff on import duty from NPA. All these things, I think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should think twice. At least give it gap so that all these things will not choke Nigerians. Nigeria have been choked, and this man is saying that they have not seen enough. More are still coming, like increasing that. Why that one now? Increasing electricity tariff. Why as if what is coming to do is just to increase everything. It shouldn't be like that.
We've not even moved out of the telecom tariff.
Yes, now that one is there, looking at us, looking at us.
Upon all the noise of NLC,
Mr. Michael,
protest against the hike.
I've told you that
Nothing happened.
It's coming like a raging storm. Fasten up your bets. That is
so we should brace up for more hardship.
Brace up for more hardship. This man is not ready to listen to everybody. Is like what the statement of that man? I'm dying. That man that they kill in America. That black man, he said, "I'm dying," and the more he's dying, the more they are pinning him down, not knowing that this life have
Floyd.
So it's a very thin line between life and death. Very, very unfortunate that all what we have been telling Mr. President that please, all this your restructure, why not do it small? Remove subsidy, give it a year before you float dollar. You remove subsidy at the same time you float dollar, you still go to electricity, you call one. What I don't even understand is that you say you want to remove subsidy. Are you still subsidizing us that we are in Bandehe? Because we are in Bandehe now. So
the bandage you are using in Ogba here,
it's a bandage.
You don't have life for 2 days.
It has become bandage.
I don't know if you had life.
That bandage,
darkness.
Bandage has become bandage. May God not put us in bondage. So there's no anything. It's just a system of increasing a NEPA tariff. Now you said you still want to remove subsidy. What I'm wondering now, are we that you are in bandage? Are you still subsidizing for us? Because that one I don't know. So you still want to? I don't know. I just don't understand all this. The program, the policy that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to push everything at the same time. It cannot work. You cannot be saying you want to choke us. You want to build infrastructure. If you kill us, who will use that infrastructure?
I think that due to this harsh policy, so based on this harsh policy, Nigerians don't have a middle class and middle class again.
Middle class are just melting like a candle. They are melting. So that's why you will hear some report that will say about so millions of Nigeria we go down
by
poverty ahead. They will go back to poverty line. You know, there are so many people that are on the poverty level before. Now, millions of them, they will still go to poverty. So middle class is not that they are still not exist. Of course, you can still see some Nigerians. They are not super rich, but you can see some of them having 2 or 3 cars, still fueling it. They are not super rich. They still exist.
So we still have middle class.
We still have middle class, but it's dwindling every day. And if proper care is not taken, they are going to, you will not see it again. This middle class we are talking about, I don't know the real definition of middle class, but the riches in Nigeria now, they are crying. Even the one you can say, the one that you want to be envy, they are crying. That is the issue. So the middle class, they are beetling, they are meddling like a candle. They exist, but every day they are
Okay.
meddling.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi Oluwawan of Obaland. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Michael.
Orange
Good
is
morning to
still
our
here.
viewers.
You're welcome. All right. You've been listening to what we've been saying. Your take on it.
See, we have been, all of us, we have been saying almost the same thing. We are going to the same road because we are all Nigeria. You see what is happening. You can't come here and be supporting the injustice of the present government. The present government, they are like, they are what would I call them? Outlaw. Outlaw. That is a mafia name for them. Gangster. They are gangster. Can you imagine what is happening? Every day, increase. Okay, where are we really going? Are we human enough to be maltreating the people that brought you to power? See, yesterday was not like this. Even though when Buhari was here, Buhari was still trying to manage Nigeria accordingly to make sure that we are not suffocated. But now the lion now came, a lion that said we will be able to mastermind the forest and calm the forest. But now antelope drive him away.
Antelope driving.
Antelope have drive him away. It's not a lion anymore. He was in Lagos State, he was claiming the lion of Bodilon. Now, this is Aso Rock.
Of course, Babylon is different from Nigeria now.
No, yes, it
could
was
be a lion in the
Bodilon
States.
now, yes.
That doesn't mean you
No, he
will be
transferred
the same lion.
No,
in
he used that language to transfigure himself as a real lion that will maintain the atmosphere of Nigeria generality. Now you now say it is my turn to master that Aso Rock. Then Nigeria will breach a breach of relief. And many of us were deceived in that language. At the end, where are we now? In Aso Rock, every day increase. He doesn't know the mathematics that belong to Nigeria. For me, they fail. They fail totally. They should be ashamed of themselves. Because not every day is it high tariff that will solve Nigeria problem when Nigeria is dying on daily basis. You came the first day, subsidy gone. This one gone. Now import duty up, electricity up, food up. How are we going to survive? Did you think there will be a vacancy? Say there is no vacancy come 2027 and all this in maltreatment of humanity in your face, your table, and Nigeria is watching the film. You see, I'm just believing God. Maybe they will see this 4 years. Because only God knows what will happen. Because this atrocity against millions, 200 something millions of Nigeria. The name of Emilokon. Na me, you know, be me, Nigeria catch fire. God say, okay, me Nigeria no catch fire. They do the real thing. Now you now step on the corridor of power. See what is happening. Like what that man just said, you'll be experiencing people will be falling down the street dying because you can't accommodate a male. Nobody Nigeria be the Nigeria one day for earth. There are many nations on earth. Nigeria is even better than millions, but because of the mafia that we have as a government official, their own is their own stomach. They are finishing us, and anything can happen. Nobody will say you don't buy the whole world. If you let me buy the whole Nigeria, God is watching the film, and the film, the happiness with the heart of God. God is angry because the people every day they are crying to God. God is only their helper. The president have to change. Have times to change your capacity, change your policy because Nigeria is not happy and the spirit is not happy. Things have really fall apart wickedly under Jagaba. Jagaba will give in whole sense and know what is happening. Not every day we will say million. Who go live when all those things don't happen? And nothing they happen. See now you see $1.20 billion for health. Where the health? When you go hospital, no drug, nothing. See, they are trying to propaganda. They propaganda. And propaganda will never solve this situation. The truth is the truth. The truth will set you free, but the truth is not there with them. They should accommodate the truth and erase that demonic lie because they are punishing Nigeria on daily basis. And Nigeria is not happy, and the spirit is not happy. One day somebody will sleep, no wake up. Inside that Aso Rock, you will hear the news, everybody come out, everybody go to bleed.
Thank you so much, Oluwawan. I really appreciate you.
Oluwawan, in fact, it was a deep one from Oluwawan anyway.
This morning.
Yes,
Wow. With $1.7 billion dollars in place for health. Can we now have our politicians stay in the country, receive treatment, get themselves treated instead of traveling abroad?
We cannot.
Mm.
That money you are seeing is going to go the way of a reference Atiku Abubakar made. Hopefully,
It's going to be swallowed by snakes
snake.
and
You
monkeys.
know those what you mean by snake. There are species of human beings in government. There are politicians. When you look at them, they are like snake. There are the ones that look like rats. There are the ones like look like crocodile, lion.
Termites.
All of them are there. All will terminate that money. That money will just liquidate.
That's a huge amount of money.
So
$1.6.
to these guys, you don't know. Please, you see, Nigerian factor. I thank God that if you have been able to look at the Punch yesterday, that is Sunday, where the Northern has said that Tinubu has become a burden.
Has become a burden.
You know what it means?
The way you said it, I'm laughing because of the way you said it.
Maybe that's why I lost my voice.
You are tired.
You understand? Because I was on air almost throughout yesterday over the issue. To the extent that his own ministers have refused to take orders from him. Because the man you are going to meet carrying Bako, you know this Bako, they wait for you, make contact and say, 2 by 2, say, policy they work. See, Tinubu should start now. I know some of his aides.
We've been telling him to start now.
No,
Start
bros.
now, start
Say
now.
yes. So you see, it's never too late to redeem. If he's doing this thing deliberately, well, I don't know. But me, I am disappointed that a Southern president that is not even enough. Look at Buhari coming to challenge him. If like say you don't know what they do again, I beg, back well. You saw it. Buhari challenging Tinubu. You don't know what you're doing. I was better than you. It's truth. I felt it in my spirit.
I know you never expected all this from Tinubu. But there was a time you said, hey, hold Tinubu.
Yes, I understand, but I know. If you look at the translation of his name in Igbo language, it means load. Tinye load, it means Tinubu, put load. And he said he's a Miloko that has the capacity, the capability to carry the load. I'm just taking it from the other angle. But the Lord now has become a body, not to him, to us now. That's what the Northerners are telling you. You have become a body.
According to some, the president is working, but it will only take time.
Bros,
Before some of his work.
You see, we are not new in Nigeria. A lot of us are saying, why this thing, this? PDP took over from years of military rule. They went. Everything has gone down. Democracy has broken down. There is chaos. There is massive nothing. PDP came in a space of time. We saw the kind of people they brought into power. They created, Obasanjo used Atiku and all of them. They brought experts from all over the world. But look at the Northerners saying, Buhari is even fair. Your own nepotism and tribalism. Kiss. Unprecedented. You can't. The open dictionary I've checked it. You can't find the kind of. See, Nigeria is a secular world. Muslim, Yoruba traditionalists, people who are experienced, who has tested and trusted in their areas of professionalism, globally, should be brought to power. And you know what I said before? If Tinubu would have, that's okay, these Lagos boys, when I don't enjoy myself, when I make everybody pack well first, then he bring in people who said, okay, Mr. President, There's an emergency in the economy. There's an emergency in the power sector. There's an emergency in the health sector. There's emergency everywhere. Tell the president the truth. Don't allow the president. Tinubu has traveled 90 times since he came to power. 90 times. Imagine. Now you sat down and said, okay, this man said, what do we do? Yeah, I'm an expert in financial economy. I'm an expert in economy, and I'm an expert in health system. I have been with proof. Forget whether he's Hausa or Igbo or Yoruba. Let us see what they will do before 2027. If that is not done, Tinubu might be the one-time president at the end of the day. If the northern ministers themselves can go to their job and they are being chased with cutlass and knives, go back to Abuja. Even with the president marching order, I'm losing credibility, image. What are you ministers? Didn't you see Punch yesterday? What are ministers doing? What are you? When they got there, all of them were on. That was what gave Buhari the wings. Say, I did better. I look at Buhari saying that kind of a thing.
Buhari should keep quiet. Muki great.
Yeah, yes, I agreed.
That you should keep quiet.
Completely. Because the degeneration of the country started when the APC came into power. You know, APC.
When the APC came into power, yes, or when Buhari came into power?
Degeneration, APC was the party.
Now, let's talk about personality.
Yes, APC. If you're talking about personality, we'll talk about the motto or the will or whatever they use to get to that level.
To that level, okay.
You understand? Hey, when APC came into power or when Buhari came into power, that was when we started. Things started degenerating. You know, there was a lot of propaganda. Nigeria does not understand what the likes of Ngozi Iweala was doing at that particular time. You know, what the likes of these men, experts, of them, you know, what class? Economists. Right there. So, Jonathan, say they laugh, but it will work for you. But they brought a lot of propaganda. And now the propaganda they brought, subsidy was one of the propaganda. But look at it. So what you did not look at it that it has gotten to that level, what do we do? And the power must not go back to the north. Forget all the sectors, all the whatever they are budgeted to health sector, 100 and something billion US dollars, 500 billion US dollars. We know that at the end of the day, we were here when they said they have Abuja clinic worth over 500 billion US dollars with sophisticated state to the equipment, everything is there. Go there now.
All right, Mr. Michael, Mr. Chinedu is right about what he's saying. Please help me to ask Mr. Chinedu to speak about the powerhouse, which is INEC. Can they give the country perfect elections as regards 2027?
Yes, my brother, God bless you. Yes, I think I came across somebody threw that question briefly where we were having a kind of discussion like this yesterday, you know, on the process. Maybe that was why I lost my voice, honestly. But there is something I am sensing. The coalition of that is coming up, the coalition, anything from June. Now, you see the terrain, the political terrain will change. God mark it somewhere. And one of those things that they are going to map out. Mike, go and write it down. The coalition knew. Sorry, the coalition themselves knew that INEC is a threat and that Tinubu is a master in playing the game. No, he's a master. And they know he's a master.
They know he's a master.
No, they know. Don't joke with Tinubu. He just folding his hands and watching those northerners now. When he go start, that's when they go still come back. But I think they have done that. Look at what happened between Kwankwaso and Arebeshola. It is targeting what the INEC is going to, who and who. And remember, there is a certain fight now between the federal government and state INEC commissioners. if you can remember. They are trying to do some maneuvering now, and the opposition is saying that they are going to hold a summit on INEC, and probably, put up a timeline, a blueprint, a memo that must be endorsed by INEC. I think very soon they're going to finalize that. So the federal government now quickly did was to start looking at those, trends in some states as regards the INEC commissioners and whatever, as to state INEC commissioners start to know, thinking on what to do, and at the end of the day, because I know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a master in that field, and the opposition parties, they know. So there's a lot of things, and also if you look at in the Senate, in the Federal House of Assembly currently now, there is some bills that are being put in place currently now to make sure that we're able to tighten the nose of rigging, manipulation within the electoral process, and that can only be done through this process. The opposition are already pushing in that direction.
Now to the comment section, please you can join the conversation too. This is Chima. Instead of calling for a coalition, the opposition should clamor for an electoral reform. Aside that, it's an effort in futility. Now, Muki Great, coalition of thieves. No, okay. Good morning, Mr. Asel. I greet you. Okay, someone is greeting you. Yeah. I can assure you that Ashwaju will win again. Muki Great. He said he can assure that Ashwaju will win again.
I can react to that.
Do you have that assurance?
No, I can react to that. Currently now,
yes, on ground now, politically.
Currently now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is losing grip.
In the north,
the
east,
in
or
the
west,
north,
or in Nigeria.
The north will have sympathy, but at the end of the day, whatever the north decide will have a multiplying effect on the south. Whatever they decide will have a multiplying effect on the south. And currently now, Tinubu is focusing deeply in the north. But look at where what guy is saying when he say coalition of thieves. I agreed. But we are looking at the coalition factor as it stands now. There's going to be a competing ambition when at the end of the, you know what I mean by competing ambition? We are in the same coalition, and I happens to be selected as the flag bearer. You know that you feel other people with ambition say, oh, you will not select me and all that. That is only where Tinubu is believing that there's going to be, a target for him to strike. But if they're able to close that rank by having deep internal democracy that will produce somebody, I can assure you, with the pressure from the north and other places, and with the situation on ground currently now, Tinubu might likely going to find his way back to presidency 2027.
Do you agree with him?
I appreciate Mr. Chinedu. He knows many things, but this time around, there is something
you omitted.
Me personally,
okay.
Let them leave Chinedu to finish his 8 years. Buhari came up and pocketed this country. They carried this country to Niger, wherever. They did in Nigeria as if there was no human being in Nigeria. No respect at all for Nigerians. But he was there for 8 years. And his brothers, Fulani, did not complain. Even when they see cashless, they see our suffering during the time of COVID, they see all sorts of misery. When you talk to them, they say, what is happening? Everything is moving well because your brother is there. And now you are complaining. Why? Why should you complain? That's my problem. You shouldn't complain. That is what is holding this country back. When everything is bad, other people are because of sentiment. Your brother is there or your sister is there. You say, let them be there. It is good. I've seen a man that said, if Nigerians want to die for hunger, let them die. As long as the president comes from my village.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. and that person died poor, died no lack of treatment. So that spirit has to disappear, and the spirit of one particular region thinking that they are the people, they are the owner of Nigeria. We are the owner, we are born to rule. That should be taken out from the brain of people. It doesn't work in a country. And what pleases me in the government of Tinubu, there is suffering, there is pain, there is hunger, everything, is that every part of Nigeria is feeling almost the same thing. We are feeling it.
Every part.
Every part. It's not that I'm from East and the people in the
The
West
West
are
are
enjoying,
enjoying.
and Northerners are no. This time around,
whole Nigeria.
the whole Nigeria is inside it. It's only one of us are inside it that we will know what is our problem and where to head to. And about coalition, I don't want to say they are noise makers. Tinubu was outside the presidency,
Okay.
but he had a power outside the presidency. How much more when he's inside? And there are some good things that he's bringing up, although the things may be difficult, creating more states to balance everything. We know that the old states are not working well. Everybody know that. And people say, why creating new states? But every politician also does what will favor he or she, equalizing Nigeria, making things to be equal, making power not to, making it to balance.
Yeah, above.
So I think that more states before the time, because when you create more states, the new state will be happy and say, this president is the one that gave us this opportunity. There is something particularly in that side. And the coalition that we are seeing, I don't see, if you know how it is in my mind, many coalitions, I don't pronounce their name, are the killers of Nigeria. Buhari was there, Fulani. His brothers were killing from bush to bush. What do you want? Killing to conquer Nigerians. When you have already conquered, you are the president. You are still troubling citizens everywhere. So if this power, that move, what I'm thinking is after Tinubu, is not Tinubu, he will do his 8 years.
Okay.
After him is what I'm thinking.
All right.
If this power that go back somewhere, I don't mess up.
Somewhere
Like you people will know, if this power goes back somewhere.
to where?
Nigerians, you will say, somebody say it on this platform, Nigerians will hear when. One of them have said that if the power that come to us again, there will be nothing like a rotation of power. We are the most populated. We are going to take dominion forever. And you think that that person is joking?
All right, watching us in the United Kingdom, Williams Okameme. What was he saying? Good morning, Mr. Mike. And Mr. Chinedu is making a sensible point. If the whole party merge together without stopping INEC, we are not going. Okay, without stopping INEC rigging, we are going away. We are not going away for Nigeria. From
Yes,
Nigeria politics.
yes, there is coalition. Coalition.
I think I need to read that again.
Okay.
Mr. Chinedu is making a sensible point.
Yes.
If the old party merge together without stopping INEC rigging, we are not going anywhere.
That's if we are in Nigeria.
Yeah.
That's if, as a coalition are planning, the game master is Tinubu. Is also planning.
Somebody is making a point. Yeah, I'm okay, great. The greedy people will never allow Obi to be the presidential aspirant.
Okay, can I just want to? That has been my where I wanted
coalition matter.
to. Yes.
What is Obi doing there?
What is Obi doing there?
How?
Because that the place that where he find himself in is very, very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
He will be, pressed.
You'll be caged.
Down, caged. He's already caged. I don't know why I don't know why he is there.
Okay, Chinedu.
Obi have every right to seek for political position. Obi have every right to join any political party, join any coalition. But let me make an assumption very well. If you listen to the speech of the House of Representatives this morning, he said that state creation is dead on arrival. Who they created, the one they created. Anybody that is agitating for state creation. If you create more states now, you are still going to add more states in the north. The number will still increase.
I think that's what we discussed.
No, I'm just saying. So it's not go area at all. It's not go area alone because they have done this thing very well, and they know that the creation of state will still make the situation more redundant. What we are saying is that we have local governments and the rest of them. There should be leadership in all phases of government. That's what I believe. Then coming to the situation where we find ourselves very well now, I can tell you that if you look at the trend in Ghana, Senegal, Kenya, and other parts of African countries, you will discover that opposition has been always taken up.
Yes.
They are coming.
We are coming.
Obi was in Ghana.
So it can happen in Nigeria. Is that what you're saying?
No, bros. Tinubu, so if Tinubu did it with Buhari, them didn't they take it? Bros, why you understand?
Okay.
They did it and was able to. Yes. And from what is happening now, it is going to be.
It's going to be a trend, or what?
It's going. See, from what I'm seeing, like somebody said, Atiku may not be able to step out. Because, let me tell you, what they are calculating presently now is that it will be no good deal if they produce a northern president aspirant. What they are looking at is to have a formidable force from the south that will challenge Tinubu, and they want to take care of INEC first. Remember that Erofai, no, is it not Erofai? That is the former governor of I don't know where the state he came from. He can see on every forum, you can see the revelation that is coming up. You will listen to Peter Obi during the last NBA conference in Lagos State. You listen to Obi on different fora. You listen to Obi, bros, you know that this guy, he might not be able to fix Nigeria 100%, but I can tell you that the Nigerian economy will have stability under his watch. They have done their statistics already. I'm not saying the Obi is going to come, but I'm telling you that if Obi stood alone and was able to hit up to 6-7 million votes without somebody's help, they are also looking at that. It's a factor, The
takeover by opposition can never be a trend in Nigeria. That's what Mukigret is saying here.
Yeah. We are not seeing it's a trend, but you cannot rule out opposition in any country. There must be opposition, and that is the issue we are treating. How formidable are they? Are they going to jettison that minute competing ambition and be able to say we are zeroing down on one person? Plus, Tinubu is gone if that can be achieved. I can tell you that.
Wow.
If they say, at the camp, you not give me ticket and they run, or everybody scatter, the opposition will scatter. And that is the strength the APC government or that Tinubu is looking at that. At the end of the day, their gathering will be in vain. But if they are able to, stitch those areas very well and come up with from what we are saying, it's going to be the largest and biggest coalition more than what Tinubu, Tony Momo, and Buhari were able to put in place against Jonathan at that time. And remember too, the Jonathan factor is there, but they are saying now that they need somebody that's a bit of the characterized that can be able to stand in for the North. And I suggested for me that Obi Saraki or Jonathan Saraki, whoever they.
Obi Saraki, Jonathan Saraki.
No, Saraki should vice for any of them because we know what Saraki did as the senior president there. We don't need outright gentleman.
It's going to be a tough one.
That's what everybody is suggesting.
Thank you so much. All right, Lucky. Good morning. You're welcome, Mr. Lawrence.
Yeah.
How you doing,
Good
sir?
morning.
All right, we've been discussing very vital issues this morning, from the 1.7 billion dollars budgeted for the health sector that Atiku is warning our politicians or the government officials against. But he doesn't want to hear that snake is.
Former President Buhari come as a president of Nigeria several times. He didn't achieve what he's fighting for since how many years. But the minute Ahmed Tinubu come closer to Buhari, Buhari achieve it very well and to rule Nigeria. And Buhari put Nigeria into the mess. But unfortunately, they call current president of Nigeria say, what is this man is doing? He said, no, the man don't listen his advice. We remember before Ahmed Tinubu entered as a president of Nigeria. But unfortunately, Ahmed Tinubu is a current president of Nigeria now. East, South, West, North, everybody's against the government Ahmed Tinubu. By 2027, what I'm seeing now is a 50-50. Anything can happen.
What you are seeing now is 50-50.
50-50.
But 2 weeks ago, you said nobody can unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is that what you said?
I am still saying the same thing. That's why I say 50-50.
50-50 now.
Yes.
Why did you say it's now a game of 50-50?
Why I say it's 50-50 now, you see, now what if the condition Ahmed Tinubu is bringing is more affected the North. And you know, before you win an election in Nigeria, Southeast is 0/100. Are you getting me? Southeast is 0/100. They judge election between West and the North. And 75% is from where? North. And the condition the Tinubu is bringing now is affecting the North. And they try by all means to do what? To kick the government Ahmed Tinubu out. That's why I said that 2027 is 50-50. 50-50 is not that Ahmed Tinubu cannot win, because he's the man in charge. The man that know how to play the game. If what is going on now, you see Ahmed Tinubu is just sitting down and watch what is going on. In Nigeria now, mention from P2B, Atiku, Konkaso, all of them. Which one of them can stand Ahmed Tinubu now? It's very hard. The reason why I say it's 50-50 now, those people can bring 30. The North can bring 20. 30 plus 20 is what? 50. And only Ahmed Tinubu bring what? 50. It's just simple mathematics. But another influence Ahmed Tinubu is out there is what? The sitting
President
President
as the sitting president
of Nigeria.
Nigeria.
We can do undo. In a 10 minutes, the result, they will say Ahmed Tinubu is the what? The winner.
All right, thank you so much. And let me quickly talk to Mr. Lucky. That, as regards the 2027 election, of course, you know there is ongoing plan for coalition of the country for parties, to match. But can it work against the sitting president?
I think for me, Nigerians are not happy. 2027, Nigeria versus INEC, not even Tinubu. Now, Nigeria versus INEC. Yes. Yes.
In what way, sir?
You know, the only coalition, the only Osako is the INEC. But I believe if the INEC president can remain in my favor of the Nigeria, if Tinubu doesn't change the INEC, which is very, very dear, very hard to do. Let me tell you something. Nigerians are not happy. Forget not only the North. South and North are not happy. You know why? Tinubu is confused totally. He doesn't even know. It's like Nigeria have standstill. Going back, going forward. No. Everything have gone up. Are you talking about fuel? Are you talking talk about electricity. You increase electricity without giving us electricity. So Nigerians are happy. I was involved this morning, coming with the Yoruba people who supported Tinubu. They said the man cannot go back and go forward. He's confused. Once he's tired, he will rush to either London or France to go and rest. But let me tell you, the game is playing. Opposition, like what my brother was just saying, the only source now, only source that can defeat Tinubu is Obi. I'm a PDP member. We are, please, anything Atiku should just forget it. Anything Atiku, forget it. Let those coalition come. Babangida is forming party. That one can't go anywhere.
You're talking about the
Yes.
somebody, one of our reviewers here just told us that Obi has been caged.
No. When is
Obi cannot be a presidential candidate.
see in Nigeria,
He said,
are the one that got to spoke. Nigeria will bring Obi, but let him join the coalition. Let Obi join the coalition. If you have Obi, you have Kwankwaso, good to go. If you have Obi, you have Saraki, good to go. But let me tell you, before we say it's our turn, it's the South turn. Now, is the South doing well? That's the problem. See, I'm not interested of whether anybody. What we need a leader that will be able to change this country. Because Tinubu is staying. It's confused now. All the look at school fees. Look at school 12 to what 6 to 12 whatever. Is that what we need now? Like, he's confused now because you see him traveling because he has tired. All the project he brought, no one is hearing. So Nigerians are not happy. So 2027, something will happen.
David, now quickly, I want you to also do your analysis on this. Some people see INEC as the powerhouse of our elections in Nigeria. And looking at what Lucky said to us this morning, it is an election of Nigerians versus INEC, not a party versus President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How do you see it?
Thank you, Mr. Michael, for that question. I think what Mr. Lucky said here was actually the right step, in the sense that the INEC is the political umpire that conducts election in Nigeria. And now, looking at the antecedent of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, how has the president performed in every sector? Going by every sector of the economy. Mr. Mike, let's not forget that when the president removed subsidy here, the president publicly announced that the money will be channeled into every sector to cushion the effects of knowing the multiple effects of what the subsidy would cost. Now, but how far with that now? Our debt profile has increased. Now it's now 141 trillion under Tinubu. Now, in the health sector, President Tinubu publicly said that there will be federal mass transit bus that will be stationed at every strategic bus stops that will convey people to their different places of work. He said small scale business owners would get SMSE loans so as to cushion the effect of the law. How has the president fared well in all of this banjo promises? It has been for the promises. Rather, inflation has chopped up our neck. Inflation. Now, the president, if fully the president knows what he's doing, the president will not at the same time remove electricity in the power sector, fiscal sector. You want to telecoms sector.
Everything.
But you buy Coke now. Look at Coke now, 500 naira.
Everything.
Because the president has moved subsidy. Now, the president is still planning to increase on that tariff in Nigeria Post Authority now. Now, people, the car dealers are lamenting that sector, Tinubu is crippling that sector. That's it. Tinubu has crippled that sector. Now, you are still imposing people tax on that same sector. Now, how many people can afford to purchase vehicle now?
No.
So the president is gradually, with his policies, killing the economy of the country. So if he's been voted out, come 2027, nobody should be blamed, because all what he promised has always been from one propaganda to the other propaganda. So see, I don't believe that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu stands a chance come 2027. Look at what RFI said.
Look at what Rufai said. Look at what Ameti said. Eh? But look at Tinubu today. Tinubu is not even telling them, see, I beat my chest. Tinubu cannot come and tell Nigerians that under 2 years I have achieved this thing. Let him come and tell Nigerians. Let him, which sector of the economy? Is it the health sector? Is it the finance sector? Look at our naira now. Every day naira keeps going down. Now the president now, I think he want to jet off to either one country again to go and seek for that loan again. Yawo. Yes, now turn us to Lapo. How can we continue like this?
I will give Chinedu $100 if Tinubu lose 2027 election. Will be great.
You give us
Chinedu, I will give you $100
Mr. Michael.
if Tinubu lose 2027.
You see the point now.
Election.
The North are happy now. The North are happy. You know, when we say it's the turn of the South, you know, everybody was happy. It's the turn of the South. We fought to make sure that this president comes to South. But the point now, both the South, both the North have disappointed Nigeria. So they know that's the only weapon they have. But I'm telling you, Nigeria versus INEC, but INEC has to be very careful. I give an example now. In Edo State now, when they ask INEC to produce evidence, INEC has no evidence. That's it. So now Nigerians are now wise. Okay, the problem we have is an INEC. But let me tell you, Tinubu, if he did not do anything before that 2027, the kind of mass defection that will happen to his under his watch will be surprising. Not to collect his money, they will disappoint him.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lucky. I appreciate it. The budget of 107 billion dollars budget for health sector is another topic we've been discussing. Can we see FCC wading into action, moving into action, swinging into action on this matter?
The truth is that
Can they wade into this matter and see that this money is utilized judiciously?
Bro, let me tell you one thing. The problem we have in this country, number one, is tribalism, religion, and youth. The reason why I call youth, our people say that youth is people that control the nation. Without youth, the nation cannot move well. As far as Nigeria youth, they are never determined to change the ugly face of this nation. Nothing will come up to it. This money you are calling now, it's not the first time. It's not the second time. And it cannot be the last. How much Buhari spent for health sector when Buhari is the president of Nigeria? Did all those politicians treat themselves for Nigeria here? This is the question we're supposed to ask ourselves. You try to go general hospital, you know how much them budget since how many years that can common person go to general hospital and take care of himself? The answer is no. We still value private hospital because that's where we are getting ourselves. And the politician, you see, that money we see now, we have 36 states of Nigeria, 36 states in this country. That money now, they will divide it by each state and give the governors. Am I lying? The governors will do what they will pocket it and use it and settle those people who can come outside on air and talk about the money. The immediate thing they bribe them, the matter is what's dead.
All right, before we go, David, hope snakes and monkeys no go swallow the $1.7 billion budgeted for health.
For health, Mr. Mike, everything is possible in Nigeria.
Atiku want.
Everything is possible in Nigeria. You saw how
We just pray so simple.
No,
We pray so.
No,
We hope. We are praying for that.
We hope because you know that there have never been good antecedents. You saw how the former minister of
That
health,
is why we are hoping.
better I do, under our watch, how much was being squandered. So it is possible. So if it's come out that the money has been swallowed, snake don't take the money, don't carry the money. Not the news.
No news.
And norms. Thank you for having me, sir.
All right, but we should be able to prevent it.
How we want to prevent it?
To prevent the news.
Them two wants to
Everything is in their hands.
AFCC will doing now.
EFCC.
Yes, yeah.
Mr.
EFCC too are criminal.
Is EFCC too not part of the system?
My one FTC guys, look at the
Root money from the
he's
EFCC
living
and Iran.
at Agba. How much is salary? He lives in a duplex. Not that one. I'm talking someone that lives in Fada. Man, you cannot go school. Man, you cannot go university together. So thief, you carry money for thief, go they give thief. And so where the money won't go?
All right, David, you are one of the guys that is making sense on this platform. Okay, can I read it well? Mr. David, you are one of the guys that makes sensible points in this platform. That's William or Kameme in the United Kingdom. Mr. Kunle, that cannot happen. That cannot happen. The president holds everything. The powerhouse, which is INEC, and also the institution, justices, is the owner of the whole institutional sector. That's as regards the 2027 election.
Of course. It has been the norm. It has been the norm.
Okay, great. Okay, what was he saying? Michael, let's talk of 2031, not 2027, which means there's no vacancy
In 2020.
for the oppositions. That's what Muki Great is
And
saying.
that's just
And the last one from me, I'm going to take sorry for that. No problem. Everyone makes mistakes. Thank you so much. And to our viewers who extended love to some of our reviewers or respondents of the platform, we say thank you to you. God will continue to enlarge your post. God continue to bless you. I need to greet you. There's a Chima who extended love to you too.
There's a Chima, God bless you.
You greeted him in the beginning of the program, right?
Yes, I greeted him and I'm greeting and extending that greeting again. God bless you. I receive what you are, the love. Your extended hand, may God bless you, and that pocket will not run dry.
All right,
In the
amen.
name of Jesus.
And to Jacob Adedeji, who extended love to Ubang, the controversial analyst on the program, the Calabar man. We say thank you to you. May God continue to bless you as well. Jacob Adedeji. One name evangelist.
Ndewo nwanna ya gazere gị. Ụtụtụ ọma ya gazere gị.
All right, thank you so much. Not exempting Andrew Ogunjimi, who also extended love over the weekend. Thank you so much. I received a message, Andrew Ogunjimi. God bless everyone on the platform. We'll be here tomorrow to dish out vital information concerning the nation. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Please don't forget to share, propagate it. Tell your loved ones about City Stand. Tell your friends about City Stand. We'll be here tomorrow as well to reel out on dish out information again. Michael Adekunle telling you to stay safe. Have a great day.
After a good day, we need to clap. And I will acknowledge that.